Welcome to the session. Namaste to all. So, today we are going to discuss about the concept viscosity. So, as we know, viscosity is one of the property of the liquid. So, we shall see what is the meaning of viscosity. So, let us consider in the beaker, the water if we strike means, so all the particles are molecules of water molecules. So, they are going to rotate in the beaker. So in the beaker, all the particles they are moving with a different velocity. Some are having slow means less velocity, moving with less velocity. Some are moving with greater velocity. So one particle, so it going to rub with another in the beaker. So that is shown here. So this is the beaker. In this beaker, the water is, if you strike the rod, if you rotate that one. So here all the particles they are going to rotate in that. There one particle rub with the another. So here viscosity is also one of the property of the liquid. So what kind of property it is? So the property of the liquid by virtue of which an opposing force come to play between different layers of liquid as shown in the beaker. So when there is a relative motion between these layers of liquid, so that property we are going to call viscosity. So here take the water in the beaker, here if you strike with the stirrer, so this is the stirrer. So here the water is going to rotate, or water molecules they are going to move in the beaker. So then the speed of the velocity, they are having different velocity, they are moving with greater speed. So if you stop the striking, the velocity of the particle it decreases. So here why it is the one particle rub with the another, means slower particle it is going to rub the greater particle, and the particle which is having greater velocity it is going to rub with the slower velocity. Like that the motion of the particles going to take place in the beaker. So this is the basic definition of viscosity. So here next we shall see what is the meaning of viscous force. So viscous force, so that is one kind of opposing force. Here when the layers of liquid solid, so when layers of liquid it slides over the another layer of liquid of a force of friction is called viscous force. So friction is nothing but opposing force. Let us consider, so when a layer of liquid slide on another, let us consider two layers are there. So here in the beaker, so beaker the particles are going to rub with the wall of the beaker. So it is going to slide over another. One layer of liquid slide over another layer, or one particle it is going to slide on another particle of a force of friction. Friction is nothing but opposing force. So one particle it opposes the relative motion of this particle, or the particle this opposes the relative motion of this another particle. So when a layer of liquid slide over the another layer of a liquid, a force of friction is nothing but viscous force we are going to call. So next we shall see another terminology, that is coefficient of viscosity. So what is the meaning of coefficient of viscosity? In order to explain this one, so here I showed one diagram, that means these are, let us consider these are the different layers. So from this diagram, so this A and B, C and D are the two layers, and this distance we are considered x, and this distance we consider dx. And here it is having v is the velocity, and v plus dv is also velocity of another layer. So here in this we are considering flow of liquid. So let two layers AB, and so this is AB is one layer and CD is another layer. So moving with velocity, so v and v plus dv, that is shown in the diagram at a distance of x and x. So here it is moving with x plus dx. So we are going to add for this layer. So from fixed solid surface, so let us consider this is the fixed solid surface. So in this, so according to Newton, viscous drag is nothing but opposing force between these solid surface and this liquid surface, between these two layers. It depends upon the factors So it is directly proportional to the layers. So that is one factor. And second factor, it depends upon the factor. So it is directly proportional to the velocity of the gradient between the layers. So on what factors it depend upon two factors. That is first factor it depend upon. So it is directly. So according to Newton, viscous drag between these two layers it depend upon two factors, that is it is directly proportional to the layers, and second one it is directly proportional to the velocity gradient between the layers. And here that is it is given by the formula force is directly proportional to area into dV by dx, or you can written this one. If you remove this directly proportionality symbol, so what it become? So F is equal to minus. So if you remove this one, equality sign comes. So one constant proportionality we are introducing, minus of eta into area into dV by dx. So let us consider this one as equation 1, where in this equation eta is the coefficient of viscosity. This negative symbol, what it represents, shows the direction of viscous drag is opposite to the direction of the flow of the liquid. Suppose if we consider, if you put this A or that it become equal to 1, so then this dV by dx that is equal to 1 means, so this is also 1, this is also 1, anything multiplied by 1 is same factor we are getting. Therefore, this force is equal to eta it becomes. So therefore, this equation it become, if you substitute in place of A and dV by dx, if you are substituting the values as 1, so we are getting eta is equal to force. Then what is the meaning of coefficient of viscosity? So coefficient of viscosity is represented symbolically by neta. So then how we are going to define coefficient of viscosity neta? So here if you see this one, thus coefficient of viscosity of a liquid as a viscous drag of the layers having unit velocity gradient that is perpendicular to the direction of the flow of liquid is nothing but coefficient of viscosity. So this is the definition of coefficient of viscosity. And here what are the SI units of coefficient of viscosity and what is the dimensional formula? We shall see that one. Okay, well, so next we shall see the what are the units of coefficient of viscosity and how to represent the dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity we shall see. So here unit of coefficient of viscosity. So we know coefficient of viscosity is represented symbolically eta, and here in different system of units, so coefficient of viscosity we are going to measure in different units. So first we shall see in CGS system coefficient of viscosity eta is given by force divided by area into dV by dx, where F is the force, A is the area of cross section, dV by dx is the, that is coefficient, that is gradient, viscosity gradient. Therefore force is represented unit of force and area unit of area we are writing, and dV by dx, dV is unit of velocity we are writing, and then unit of distance we are writing. So here unit of force in CGS system that is going to measure in terms of dynes, and unit of area is centimeter square, and unit of velocity is measured in terms of centimeter per second, and distance is measured in terms of centimeter. So if you simplify this one, so we are getting dynes per seconds and per centimeter, or you can use instead of this in CGS system, that is equal to Poisson. So the value of 1 Poisson is equal to 1 dynes a second per centimeter. So same thing in SI system, coefficient of viscosity is measured in terms of Newton second per meter square, or you can use deca-Poisson, that is equal to the value of 1 deca-Poisson, that is equal to 1 Newton second per meter square. So based on this we can possible to relate, or relation between Poisson and deca-Poisson is, so 1 deca-Poisson that is equal to 1 Newton second per meter square. So the value of 1 Newton is 10 to the power of 5 dyne into, so time is measured in terms of second, into 1 second into, this meter is converted into centimeter square. So meter means we are writing that one as 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Whole square is there here. Whole square is written. So if you simplify this one, we are getting 10 dynes second per centimeter, or the value of 1 decapoise, that is equal to 1 poise, or 1 poise you can write that one as Pascal second. So you can write like that also. So by using these SI units, so if you remember the formula, or if you remember the SI unit, so by using that one we can possible to write the dimensional formula. So we know dimensional formula, first we have to write in the formula, so then it is easy to write the dimensional formula, so that we know. So force is equal to neta area. So this is coefficient of viscosity, neta area into dV by dx is the velocity gradient it is. So this is also written as R. We want coefficient of viscosity neta formula, because we are writing the dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity. Therefore, neta is equal to force divided by area into dV by dx. So this force, dimensional formula for force is written as m L T minus 2. So that should be written in the bracket itself. Same thing, area, for area is measured in terms of meter. So that is represented in the form dimensional formula length. So area meter square is there. Therefore this is velocity gradient dimensional formula for, here this is the velocity. So that dimensional formula meter per second is there. So that is written as LT minus 1, and this distance x dx is that is the distance. So distance is measured in terms of meter, then divided by L. So if you simplify this one, so we are getting the final dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity neta is, so m L minus 1 and T minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula we are writing. So here sometimes they will ask the question, on what factors the temperature, so or effects of temperature on viscosity. So mention the effects of temperature on viscosity, how the temperature is going to affect the factor viscosity means. So first one, so viscosity decreases with increase in temperature, that is the first factor. As the viscosity decreases, then we should understand there is increase in temperature takes place. Or when the temperature or viscosity is going to increase when there is a decrease in temperature takes place. And another factor, the value of viscosity of the gases, if it is increases with the increase in temperature, or it becomes vice versa. Therefore, coefficient of viscosity is directly proportional to the root of temperature. This is all about dimensional formula for coefficient of viscosity, and how what are the SI units used to measure coefficient of viscosity, and what are the factors of temperature on viscosity. So first factor, viscosity decreases with increase in temperature, and second factor, viscosity, what it becomes, so viscosity increases with a decrease in temperature, and third factor, the value of viscosity of gases, it increases with increase in temperature, or it becomes vice versa. Therefore the relation coefficient of viscosity neta is directly proportional to root of temperature. So we shall see some more concept.